Hello, I'm out in the mines at the moment. Thought I'd make another video, and I wanted to talk about why I felt like I was forced to leave New Zealand to create a better life for myself. So, 3 years ago, I decided to leave New Zealand and move to Australia. And to be honest, that was the best decision I ever made. Literally saved my life. Like, I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for moving to Australia, honestly. So, I'm super grateful to be able to be over here and have the work opportunities, and just the lifestyle over here is insane. So 3 years ago, I was out on a job in Auckland. I was on the hospital, actually, Auckland Hospital, and I was working as a rigger there in the cranes. And I was really looking at my bank accounts and stuff, and I only had like 10k, and I've already worked 5 years in the construction industry, in the crane industry, and I only had 10k. I had a car, I had 10k saved up and whatnot, but I was just like, fuck, bro, 5 years, man. 5 years, I got barely anything. Like, how the fuck does this work? And I was kind of skimming through it. I was thinking about it. I finally stopped smoking weed. I stopped hanging out with people. I stopped drinking. So I was just in a kind of better zone. I was thinking. I was more sober. I was clear headed, and just the money that was coming in, I was only saving a little bit. And the boys on site, on that construction site that I was on, was talking about how they used to live in Perth, they used to live in Australia, and how much they loved it and wish they never left. So and that stuck with me. That week I actually sold everything. So when I heard these boys talking about the mines on this construction site in New Zealand, I was like, nah, bro, I'm gone. The amount of money these fellas were making, the time they had, like how much they enjoyed it, it just sounds like a blast. Like I wanted that. I did 5 years in the construction industry in New Zealand, and I got like probably a $10 pay rise in 5 years, which is pretty good. I was getting paid good money back home, but for what I was doing and for the amount of experience and time I had spent in that industry, it's nothing like compared to Australia. So I decided, that week I was gone, and I moved to Australia. I sold my car, I sold everything. I told my mum I was off within that week. I had no job lined up, I had no accommodation or anything. But I just felt forced to leave New Zealand because, there just wasn't much opportunity there. Like, I had done cranes for 5 years already in the construction industry in New Zealand, and I just felt like I hit this brick wall. Like, there was nothing more, there was nothing greater. I couldn't see it myself. I lived in neighborhoods like in Mangere and South Auckland and Pukekohe and places like this, and there wasn't much to see. There wasn't an extravagant lifestyle. There wasn't, you know, just above and beyond that I was trying to look for. And so that's why moving to Australia, when I came here, I couldn't believe how much opportunity, how much money, how much wealth was here, how well people were doing, the lifestyle, like everything was just crazy to me. And to some people, East Coast might be a bit different, but bro, WA was on another level when I came here. Coming from South Auckland to Western Australia in the central suburbs, like, to me that was insane. I couldn't even understand the lifestyle. It was just awesome. The weather was good. In New Zealand it was raining constantly. It was shit weather. It was depressing, bro. Like, I was depressed in New Zealand. And there was a lot of people around me that, just smoked, just drinks. That's all they ever did. And there wasn't much gym culture in New Zealand. There was a bit of gym culture, but nothing like there was here. Like in Australia, the fitness culture and everything was insane. It just felt really good when I came. And I met quite a lot of nice people when I first came to Australia. They kind of taught me things, and they introduced me to more people, and I got an understanding of how the lifestyle and everything is over here. And, it made me realize that I literally left at the right time. Like, I left New Zealand at the right time. All of the cranes started coming down in New Zealand. And when I was on that construction job in at the hospital in Auckland, we seen all these cranes start coming down, and not much cranes were getting put back up. So that was a dead giveaway that, work's drying up in New Zealand. So I left at the right time, man, because all the cranes started coming down. And my old company lost heaps of workers because the construction industry, it slowed right down there. which thankfully I left and I came over here and it was booming. Like everything's still booming and it's still booming now. Like we're gonna come into a crash and things like that, and I'm preparing for it. But at the moment, man, shit's awesome. Like money's coming in, there's heaps of work, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. But you always have to prepare for the worst. And unfortunately, what's happening in New Zealand is gonna relay to Australia eventually as well. But I think it's just keeping on the steady train at the moment, which is good. Thankfully for my career and the amount of experience and the qualifications I have, I should be pretty good with being staying employed in tough times anyway. So we'll see what happens with that. But leaving New Zealand at that time was the best timing I could have ever made. So now I've been here for 3 years, and I'm not really looking back. Now I'm actually looking past Australia. I'm looking at Asia the most at the moment. So I'm definitely looking at Asia, exploring my options over there, seeing what type of work I can do FIFO in Australia and then live in Asia. So that's my ultimate goal next year anyway. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that was the whole reason on why I felt like I was forced to leave New Zealand. I just didn't gain, significant. I just didn't gain much ground in 5 years, and I felt like I was in the same spot from when I started. And I'm thankful I fought like that because when I came to Australia, man, blew my mind, and I've made something from nothing, and I'm super grateful for that. So, and it's just a start. And now I got all this social media, and I'm making these videos, and I'm sharing my journey with people, and I hope you guys like that because I feel like in my lifetime I grew up pretty fast. I started working when I was 15, and I'm now 23, so that's over 8 years in the construction industry and the mining industry, offshore, whatever. So I got a bit of life experience under my belt already. I grew up fast. I didn't get to enjoy my childhood as many as other kids do, which is that's all good. That's life. That's how it works. So, but yeah, forever grateful for the journey, and that's why I left New Zealand, and I'm happy where I'm at now. Truly happy. So, yeah.